I have another correction. We did the rundown of referees some time ago, and just Alzheimer's. I forgot one of the most visible referees over the longest period of time, Hal Light. Mm-hmm. Remember him?
Yeah.
He was a great referee. Show you some pictures of him. Those of you who are familiar with wrestling from the day will recognize him. But, you know, one thing about Hal is I had always heard that his father was a big deal in wrestling back in the 40s and the 50s.
Yeah.
Doing some research on him, oh my gosh, Harry Light was the promoter, not only in Detroit, but basically a large part of Michigan. You've heard of Bert Ruby.
Yeah.
Bert Ruby worked for Harry Light
Yep.
initially. You've heard of the National Wrestling Alliance. Harry Light was one of 6 people who founded the National Wrestling Alliance, along with Sam Muchnick, and that meeting determined the territories of the United States. They split the United States up into these territories, like the Detroit, Michigan, Ohio territory, California, Texas, blah, 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 all the Carolinas, and they all agreed not to compete with each other, which the federal government had something to say about a decade or two later. But nonetheless, Harry was there. He was one of the guys responsible for that. And I've lost my notes. Here we go. He was also responsible for booking the little people nationwide. They all worked out of one central booking office.
Right.
And at that point in time, it was Harry Light's office in Detroit. And Jack Britton was another guy who worked promoting the area for Harry Light. Jack Britton was Gino Brito's father,
right.
And he was responsible for the little people, making sure they got to where they needed to get, and once they got there, that they would show up on time and in condition to perform. So yeah, Harry Light was a boxer from France, moved to Montreal. We talked about Adam Weissmuller, one of the original promoters here in Detroit.
Yep.
Harry started off working for him,
right.
Working for Adam, and then took it over himself after World War II. He began the wrestling program, Motor City Wrestling, on Channel 7.
Right.
WXYZ TV. Began that in 1947.
Wow.
It was the first wrestling TV in Detroit, and business exploded with that TV. And the rest of his promotion costs then were cut in, like he had a TV show every week, didn't need to do postering or a lot of newspaper ads or anything like that. And basically the end of the story is around the mid-50s, Bert Ruby broke off, went on his own. Barnett and Doyle came in, big promotion, Cobo Arena, big money, and Harry Light retired from promoting.
And all because we forgot his son, Hal Light, the referee.
Isn't that just an amazing story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for bringing that up. And
sure.
thanks, Andrea, again, for that correction that we pass along to our fans.